Hello?
Well, look what TJ Maxx dragged in.
Sorry. Who is this? Do you know her? Do I know her?
I'm Andy Sachs. Andrea.
She was one of the Emilys.
One of the what?
Am I having a hallucination? Hi, Emily.
You also know her?
We were at Runway at the same time, Miranda.
Really? Where was I?
Well, the Devil Wears Prada 2 trailer is everywhere, and suddenly the internet can't stop talking about this movie again. But here's the real question. Was Miranda Priestly actually the villain, or was she just brutally honest? And more importantly, did Andy win or lose herself completely? So The Devil Wears Prada is not just a fashion movie, it's a story about ambition, identity, power, and the price of success. And today we are breaking down the real meaning of the film, every major character, and why this movie hits differently when you grow up. So let me first simplify the story for you. So meet Andrea. Andy, a normal girl, big dreams, zero fashion sense of course. She lands a job that a million of girls would die for. Assistant to the most powerful women in fashion, Miranda Priestly. What starts as a stepping stone turns into a slow transformation. Andy does not change her clothes. She changes her priorities, her relationships, and eventually herself. And that's where the real story begins. So now let's talk about the characters. First, Miranda Priestly, the real devil. Miranda is not loud, she does not scream, she does not need to, and she controls everything with just presence. She represents power, perfection, and fear. But here's the twist, Miranda is not just a villain. She is a product of a system where image is everything, weakness is failure, and emotions are liabilities. She built her empire but lost her personal life in the process. So ask yourself, is she evil or just what success looks like at the top?
Another divorce. Splashed across page 6. Just imagine what they're gonna write about me. Dragon lady. Career obsessed.
Second, Andy, the real transformation. Andy starts as the audience. She judges the fashion world. She thinks she's different, better, but slowly she adapts. New clothes, new attitude, and new priorities. And here's the scary part. She becomes good at it. Really good, because the film shows something uncomfortable. Success can change you before you even realize it. Andy sacrifices her boyfriend, her friendships, her values, all for a career shortcut. This is what the film calls a deal with the devil. And just like every deal, the price is higher than expected. Now let's talk about some side characters.
No, I couldn't see the difference.
First side character, Nate. He's not perfect, but he represents normal life. He sees Andy losing herself and calls it out. Lily, she's chaotic but real. She gets pushed aside, ignored, replaced, and that's what hurts the most. Not losing your friend suddenly, but watching them slowly choose a different life without you. Emily, well, she is not mean, she's conditioned. She shows what happens when you fully belong to Miranda's world. And the real message of this movie, what I think, this movie is not about fashion. It's about this one question. How much are you willing to sacrifice for success? Because in Miranda's world, power over people, image over reality, and career over everything. And Andy almost becomes that. But in the end, she walks away. Not because she failed, but because she finally understood not every opportunity is worth taking. And you know why this movie hits different now? Because when you watch it young, Miranda feels like the villain. But when you grow up, you realize something scary. Everyone in this movie is right in their own way. Miranda is right about excellence. Andy is right about ambition. And Nate is right about balance. And that's what makes this film timeless. So, next time you watch The Devil Wears Prada, don't just look at outfits. Look at the choices, because this isn't a fashion story. It's a warning. Be careful what you are willing to become just to succeed.